Jaideep Singh versus Theodoras. I'm not sure how you say his last name. But we got the fight going on right now. This is going to be fun to see these two guys go, especially the height disadvantage to Theodoras. Jaideep Singh is really tall, but when he went against Fedor, that didn't matter. Oh, he ran up on him, he pushed him up against the cage, against the ropes, spun around, grabbed him, took him down. Theodoras takes down Jaideep Singh. Jaideep is in trouble right away, just like when he went against Fedor Emelianenko, the last Emperor. I'm kind of surprised he's not fighting on this one, but I believe they announced he's fighting at the next event in for Rizin FF, and he will be going. I don't know if it's true or not, but from what I read, I saw a brief article. Didn't have much substance, but I thought it said Rizin FF's next events will be headlined by Fedor Emelianenko versus what's this dude's name? I'm drawing a blank right now for some reason, but they took him out of the ropes, put him back in the center of the ring, and Theodoros is on top of Jaideep still. He went against Rampage Jackson in the UFC. Fabio Maldonado. He went against Fabio Maldonado was supposedly taking on Fedor Emelianenko at the next event. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'll be taking a look into that soon after this event. But anyway, so Theodoros is still on top. Jaideep is just bear hugging him, trying to get him not to do anything. When Theodoros has got full mount control on top of Jaideep Singh, and he's getting little shots, little punches here and there onto Jaideep, but not anything devastating. So it's just kind of like two guys bear hugging on the ground right now. And now he gets some short lefts onto Jaideep's head. Theodoros is still on top. Jaideep is trying to pop over, trying to use his height to roll him over, but he's not able to yet. He's getting punched in the face right now while he's bear hugging him with some lefts there. Jaideep is in some trouble. It looks like he's using a lot of energy right now, holding him down, trying to keep him down, trying to keep him from doing anything destructive to him that will take him out. I think he could possibly take that arm and put him in into an armbar, possibly if he does it right. That he could take Jaideep's arm and put him in an armbar. It looks like he might be going for that. He's punching, he's rolling around. He's got him in a headlock, and he's punching him with rights. And now, let's go. He's on top of Jaideep still. Theodoras is winning the fight so far. He's hammering him down with some lefts, some uppercuts through the armhole, bear hugging him, and now with some rights to Jaideep. Theodoras is just beating down him. He's moving his hips further up and further up, so it does seem like he might be positioning himself to get an armbar, but he is maybe trying to just get that TKO knockout. He was blasting away with some lefts and rights there. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to support the channel. Here with live streaming commentary, full fight reaction, breakdown, blow by blow, punch by punch, plunge by plunge. Okay. My English getting a little crazy. Been going at it since Glory 29 here at Crazy Joe's Galaxy. So anyways, we've got a lot of different stuff here. And I just have a love for combat sports, whether it be boxing, kickboxing, mixed martial arts, and so forth. You know what I mean? So, what was that? Okay, so Jaideep is in a lot of trouble. Theodoras is blasting away with him with some lefts and rights. I want to get the TKO victory. Theodoras already. Oh, he breaks free, and he's raining down some shots. Jaideep still just bear hugging him, not able to do anything. Theodoras with some short punches there. Theodoras getting lit up by Jaideep. Theodoras is lighting up Jaideep with some massive rights and lefts now. Now he's just blasting away. Keeps on sitting up every few moments and getting in some lefts and rights. I want to see him take that arm and put him in an armbar or a Kimura lock. I know Jaideep's really tall and long, but I am surprised that Theodoras isn't trying to take an arm at all yet. You know, when he's got that position. Jaideep was trying to shorten himself up, make himself smaller, and roll over or something, but he almost gave up an arm to Theodoras. So Jaideep knows what he's doing, and so does Theodoras. Obviously, they both do. They're both professionals. And Theodoras pulls out from the bear hug, and now he's just raining out lefts and rights again, more rights than lefts. And then he's just lighting him up with massive punches. Theodoras is beating down Jaideep still. Just all him. I believe it's a 10-minute round, it feels like, because of how long this has been going on. Theodoras beating down Jaideep with some lefts there. Oh, with some, you get him with a forearm and then a punch to the head with a right. You know, Jaideep is getting tired. He just hit him real hard, and Jaideep put his hand in his face, and he's trying to take. Oh, out of nowhere, Jaideep ends up taking him, giving up the bear hug, and ends up getting top control in the full guard, I believe it is, onto Theodoras. So Theodoras is in an interesting position. Jaideep is trying to break free to be able to do something, but Theodoras is trying to go for a arm bar or an arm triangle. A triangle chokehold. Oh, Jaideep trying to get some shots in. Theodoras is keeping hand control and not letting Jaideep do anything. I know they're standing him up for a moment. Timeout. Headbutt. Jaideep accidentally headbutted this dude. Theodoras. So they're moving him in the center of the ring now. Wow. Yeah, Theodoras getting hand control, not letting him do anything yet. So we got 3 minutes left to this round. Come on, make something happen. Somebody get knocked out or submit somebody. And 10-minute rounds are something else. Theodoras is on his back. Jaideep with a punch to the belly. He's doing some belly shots. And, oh man, Theodoras had him in a submission hold, but then Jaideep ended up stepping up. He did not let him take that. He goes in and tries to punch him and goes back in the guard. Theodoras is trying to get in submission holds onto Jaideep, but he's pretty sweaty and slippery right now, so it's going to be difficult to do that. Theodoras is really strong with hand control, getting Jaideep getting small little punches while Theodoras is holding his hands. Jaideep stands up. He kicks Theodoras on the ground in the thigh, and he did a fucking boot to the head. He jumped up and kicked him in the face on the ground. Theodoras was on the ground, and Jaideep jumped up and booted him in the face. Wow. And Theodoras just sprouted right up real quick after that. He's like, fuck that, I'm not staying down here. And then he ends up eating a knee and an uppercut by Theodoras onto Jaideep. Theodoras and Jaideep doing some damage to each other here. Both of them bouncing around. Theodoras with a left, followed up with a right to the noggin of Jaideep. Theodoras with some lunging shots there. Dude is nasty. So Ryu, Ryu with a vicious right. Oh, and he hit him with a right, a left, and he is rocking Jaideep. Theodoras rocked Jaideep. Jaideep is in some muddy waters now. He's been rocked loopy-doopy, and that cranium of his Theodoras is just going out to town. What, Big Dog Jimmy? You think Jaideep should do a front kick to the head? I don't know, man. So Theodoras Jaideep meeting in the center of the ring, bouncing around. We got left by Jaideep, and then Theodoras followed up with a right, going with a left now. Theodoras ready to go. Jaideep almost went for a head kick there. Oh, and he does go for a head kick like Big Dog Jimmy called. Oh, Theodoras with a lunging left that rocked Jaideep. Another left. Oh, Theodoras and Jaideep trade punches. Jaideep rocked Theodoras there. Jaideep rocked him too. This is interesting. We have almost going to the second round. We had one full round of 10 minutes. We are going to the second round. Wow. That was wild. Ring girls are awesome. We don't get to see much of them, but they are there. So that was a very intense round. A lot of damage done by Theodoras. That boot stomp, he connected more of that stomp to the chest actually in that replay. Shows he kicked him in the chest, the upper area here, more than anything. And Theodoras with some vicious lefts and rights there in the replay. And he caught him with a nasty right and uppercut. Man, Theodoras. Yeah, deep going in the second round, going deep into this fight. Wow. What's going to happen here in the second round? This is fun. If you're just tuning in here, we are in the second round with Jaideep Singh versus Theodoras. I'm not sure what his last name is or how to say it. So we're going to the second round. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to support the channel and share the video. Thanks for watching. We are going into another round here, and this is going to be fun. I'm hoping they stay standing up here and just slug it out instead of going to the ground for a takedown, because, Theodoras right away goes for a takedown as Jaideep went and struck him, and now they're up into the ropes, clenched up. Jaideep has got a bear hug. Well, Theodoras has got hooks. Oh, and they break free from each other, and they're meeting back in the center of the ring, and they both trade with rights. I believe lefts, rights. Wow. And Theodoras goes for a single leg, and Jaideep is stopping him. He's got his head in a chokehold-like position. Kind of, Theodoras just dragged them down, and they go outside the ring and almost fall to the ground, but a whole bunch of dudes are stopping them. And they're all telling the referee exactly how they're positioned because they're going to start them back in the ring like that. That's pretty wild. That's why there are cages, but then there are all kinds of fights that happen in Rizin, so... Ooh, dude's busted open. Wow. Theodoras got busted open pretty hard there. He's bleeding out of his face. Man, I am getting pretty burnt out here. Been going at it since Glory Kickboxing into the UFC, into Bellator, into boxing, into Rizin. Wow. I totally thought this was on at a different time. I thought it was 4 in the afternoon, not 4 in the morning. It's because I don't know my time zones anymore. Woo. They're working over, trying to clean up the blood, trying to stop the blood flow of Theodoras' face. And Jaideep and Theodoras start back up here in the second round, and they're slugging it out. Jaideep with some lefts, and Theodoras coming back with a combination. Ooh, Theodoras goes for a takedown, and he takes him down, and they go into the ropes again. Theodoras has got top side control of Jaideep, and the referee's telling them to stop, and they're going to reset in the ring. Theodoras doesn't even stand up. He just crawls over to the center of the ring. Pretty wild. They're telling Theodoras to get on the side of Jaideep, and they're gonna get ready to go, and then they go, all right, Jaideep ends up rolling over onto his knees. Theodoras is trying to go for a guillotine chokehold, and they go through the ropes, and they're gonna break it up. These guys are definitely burnt out. Their gas tanks are getting close to being empty, but they're going to war inside the ring in this MMA fight here at Rizin FF Rizin .1, I believe it is. Ooh, boom! Theodoras just picked up Jaideep, slammed him down, took full mount control again, and Theodoras is getting bear hugged by Jaideep again. Now we're going to see any combinations thrown by Theodoras. Is Theodoras going to take his arm, put him in a submission hold? What's going to happen here? Theodoras punching Jaideep some more. So it looks like it's just going to be some more of the same from the first round of like about 7 minutes of of what was going on here with top control, ground and pound, being bear hugged. So, ooh, Theodoras lighting up Jaideep with some shots there, repositioning himself. Wow. Theodoras is top control. Jaideep trying to do what he did last time to get out of this position and give up on one of his arms to break free, and he does, and he's pushing Theodoras off, and he takes him down, and then Theodoras has got an arm, and he's got the head clear. He's got him wrapped up and slightly a crucifix, partially, and then Jaideep gets his hand free and stops getting punched in the face like 20 times in a row. Wow. Is this only 2 rounds or is this going to be 3 rounds? It should only be 2 rounds because the first round was 10 minutes and the second round was 5 minutes. So it really should only be that. You know what I mean? I believe that's it. I kind of hope that's it because this is like the same over and over again. It's fun and everything, but nothing's going to change from what it seems. He's not going for any submissions. He's not um, able to break free to get a power punch landed down or an elbow to knock out Jaideep or get a TKO victory. So I'm Theodoras. Now I spoke too soon. Theodoras with some clubbering shots to Jaideep's face and head and cranium. He's blasting him down. He's gonna get a TKO victory. If Jaideep's arms just go flat and pop out, he's knocked out cold. Jaideep somehow out of nowhere finds the energy to power Theodoras over and takes top control in the mount, but Jaideep is going for a triangle chokehold. He is trying to choke out Jaideep. He's got an arm, he's got a head, and he's trying to choke him out. He is pulling down Jaideep so big, though, that it's so hard to do to him. And he ends up popping out, and he's raining down some rights onto Theodoras. Theodoras is getting beat up by Jaideep now. But first round, over 7 minutes of it were all was owned by Theodoras over Jaideep. This one's been a back and forth, and we're either going to a third round or it's over. I think there's a third round. The ring girls are coming in. He is busted open pretty good there, bleeding. Whew. So, and with here's some highlights here from that round. Theodoras just picked him up and slammed him down. And he went for, he kind of was going for a Kimura. He had an arm wrapped up and he punched Jaideep in the face a whole bunch of times. That was pretty wild. I think he should have stuck with going for the submission. You know. So now we're going to the third and final round. Wow, 20 minutes of fighting possibly for these two men. And I believe that's how it's going to be with the next two fights in the co-main event and main event. Let's see a knockout right here, right now. TKO victory. Theodoras goes for another takedown, gets stuffed, and eats a knee from Jaideep. Jaideep, I think, has had enough of being taken down. Theodoras and Jaideep striking, slugging it out. Ooh, Jaideep with a nasty left. Ooh, and another left. Theodoras comes after him, doesn't get anything. He went for body shot. He ate a left. All day for Jaideep with them lefts, especially with the way he's standing and the way Theodoras is standing right now. It seems like those lefts are there all day for him right now. Set up a combination of the left and then hammer him down with the right. Theodoras jumps in with a lunge and shot misses. Theodoras goes for a takedown. Jaideep stuffs it. All right. Theodoras wants that takedown. Jaideep wants to stand up and slug it out. Ooh, they trade rights. Lefts. They trade lefts. Ooh, both of them go for rights and connect real heavy on each other. Theodoras trying to get a takedown. Jaideep stopping them. And they go up against the cage. I mean, the ring, the ropes. I'm so used to saying cage. So Theodoras and Jaideep break up, and Theodoras gets lit up by Jaideep on the break of that clinch hold. Jaideep walking around, trying to decide exactly what kind of angle he wants to go in on. Theodoras doesn't want to get taken down. Oh, and he goes left, and then he comes with a nasty right. Theodoras has got one hell of a chin. Right now he does anyways. At any moment in time, you never know when somebody's going to get knocked out. It's hard to tell when he's dazed. Oh, they both trade clubbering lefts and rights. That was vicious. Oh, no. He pushes him out there, clinched up into the ropes. Theodoras gets kneed in the belly by Jaideep. Jaideep shown his heart in this fight. He breaks free of the clinch and he wants to get an uppercut, but does not pull the trigger and get it. Theodoras gets out the way in time. They're walking in circles around each other, trying to decide. Ooh, Jaideep went for an overhand right and missed. Jaideep eats a left, and he eats a left there again. Hooey. I think this one's going the distance. Jaideep ends up punching him in the face. We are 2 minutes left in this round. Jaideep goes for a right and gets taken down by Theodoras on the counter. And he is in half guard now on top of Jaideep. So this should be interesting to see where he goes with this, because this time he's inside. He's in the half mount, half guard, so, and he's getting some punches, little punches, but Jaideep's bear hugging him, holding his head, hugging him. Come on. Wow. I cannot believe the time is flying by. Jaideep ends up giving up, going to the full. Theodoras actually gets out of half guard into the full mount on top of Jaideep again. The same position again in the third round for the third time. Jaideep trying to push him off. I believe we're in the final minute now of the fight. Wow. This has been something else. Ooh. Theodoras punches him in the head. Theodoras and Jaideep are bear hugging each other, basically, is what it seems. And Theodoras is getting some right hands in one way and then another onto Jaideep. And the same thing, doing some more rights. Jaideep ends up fighting out of the mounted position and he takes top control in the mount. Theodoras' head sticking out of the ropes. So they bring him back inside and they put him down on the ground. Put them back exactly where they were. And now they start back up again. Less than a minute to go. Is Jaideep going to get a TKO or a knockout here at the end on the ground? Or is he going to get submitted? Or are we going to the judges? I'd have to say Theodoras has won this fight, the way I feel. By decision, I believe it's going to be Theodoras, but then you never know with the judges. I mean, definitely the first round was Theodoras for 7 freaking minutes of top control, raining down punches, and then it was same in the second round, same in the third round, but there was a mix in the second and third round where Jaideep was getting in combinations and getting some pretty nasty shots onto Theodoras, and he busted him open bloody. But Theodoras took down Jaideep multiple times in the fight. Third round clubbing shots. Jaideep getting picked up and tripped down by Theodoras in the third round. Wow. This is crazy. I'm getting gassed. All the caffeine, all the sugar running into my system. Jesus. I'm surprised I'm not like because of all the stuff that I drank today. Oh man. 2 more fights. Waiting for the judge's decision. I feel that Theodoras won the fight, but the judges could give it to Jaideep. Theodoras Aukstuolis. All right, so we're getting the decision. I think one judge gave it to Theodoras. Theodoras wins it by some kind of decision. Not sure whether it's unanimous decision, split decision, but I know he won the fight by some type of decision. It was a brutal 20-minute war between these two individuals. I was not bored. I'm just getting pretty exhausted because I'm going at it, and I'm gonna stick here with you guys for the next 2 fights. I might come into the co-main event a little bit late. Maybe I'm not sure right now. Kind of see what happens. But there you have it. Jaideep Singh loses 2 fights in a row. Theodoras wins it by unanimous decision. And there you have it. Hit that like button, subscribe, leave me a comment, share the video. Thanks for watching. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with Vadim Mimukov and versus Carl Albertson. Something like that. It's pretty crazy names. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks for watching, guys. Very soon we'll be back with the next fight.